Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trek Canon. So, bootleg edition. You know, if if there was any episode that I should have made with graphics, I think that this probably should have been it, because a lot of the people that I'm gonna name may not be readily familiar to a lot of people, but well, some of the characters that some of these people played, man, but. Um, let's talk about it, man. So basically, I was thinking about all of the people who's been in Star Trek as multiple characters, and it came about because I think I was watching an episode Starship Mine, the Next Generation episode, and I seen Tim Russ, who of course everybody knows as Tuvok, and I was remembering that, oh man, Tuvok, yeah, man, Tim Russ has been two or three different people. I wonder if I should make a video about the top 10 most prolific Star Trek recurrent actors, and because there's quite a few of them. And I ranked them and I decided to rank them the top 10 list based on the amount of characters that they've played in Star Trek canon. Now, there are several actors, I should say, who have played about the same amount of characters as some of their actor counterparts, which usually hits about three or four. And for those, what I wanted to do was rank them as far as their importance to the show. Basically, if the recurring character was on for more than one episode or played a major part in some plot or something they had to do with the Star Trek mythos. So I have a few runner ups and everything like that, but let's just get right into it. So I'm gonna go from 10 down to the actor with the most acting credits in Star Trek canon. So at number 10, we're gonna start off with Diana Muldaur. All right, you guys will know her as Dr. Pulaski. All right, from the Next Generation, season 2. She came on to replace Dr. Beverly Crusher for a while, and I don't think it worked out too well. Dr. Crusher was kind of she was kind of a weird one. She was a cool doctor and everything like that, man, but she has some bigot type she has some bigot type issues, especially when it came to artificial life. People like Data, who she wanted to always call Data. She's also played Dr. Mulhall. She's also played Dr. Jones, both of those in the original series. One is a Federation lieutenant, and the other one as a Medusan caretaker. So I guess we started off with her. So the second person at number 9, man, is Mark Leonard. You guys will know him as Spock's dad or Ambassador Sarek. Now let me tell you something about Mark Leonard that you guys probably didn't know. He holds the distinction in Trek canon as being the first in two things. Let me tell you what they are. Mark Leonard was the first ever Romulan that was shown in Trek canon, all right, from the episode, I think, Balance of Terror from the original series. And he was the first Klingon that was shown with the new ridges. All right, so that was from the motion picture. I mean, not from the motion picture, from, what was it, the Ref? No, am I having a moment? Anyway, Star Trek 2, I believe. But he was the Klingon captain in that, and he was the first. So he holds the first distinctions as being the first Romulan shown on TV and the first ridged head Klingon to be shown. All right, and he's also played Sarek, as I said. Awesome. Also, his portrayal of Sarek is second as a Vulcan. Is second only to Spock's. Leonard Nimoy's portrayal as a Vulcan. They brought so much emotion to an otherwise emotionless role that they classic guys. All right, number 8 is the great and legendary Tony Todd. All right, Tony Todd has played 3 characters in Star Trek canon. He's played an Afro-Herogen in Voyager when they was looking for species A472 when they was hunting it on the ship. He played, of course, older Jake from one of the best episodes of Deep Space Nine, The Visitor, and he has played a Klingon actually. So man, so yeah, Mark Leonard, Tony Todd did his thing. The next one, Tim Russ. He has played four recurring characters on Star Trek. He's been in Star Trek: The Next Generation. He's been in the movie Generations. He's been in Voyager. You'll know him as Tuvok. You'll know him as what's his name? Thief number two when they was sweeping the ship to the Barrett sweep of the Enterprise. You'll also know him from as like crewman number one man in the movie Generations, but you got the good Tim Russ. Now the next one needs no introduction, but I'm gonna introduce her anyway. It is the great Major Barrett, wife of Gene Roddenberry. Now let me tell you something about Major Barrett. Major Barrett has had her relationship with Star Trek, especially when it first started off, was a little tumultuous, because um, she first started off with the role as number one in the episode The Cage. And they didn't really like her being, a woman being as high speed and, in the position of power that she was. So she ended up becoming Nurse Chapel. All right. And then from next generation on, anytime you hear a Federation voice, that's Major Barrett. That's her. All right. So whenever you hit a computer, whenever you hear anything that got to do with any of that, that's Major Barrett. She also played Deanna's mother, Lawaxana Troy. All right. So Major Barrett has been doing her thing. Now the next one, of course, is Armin Shimmerman. You guys know him as Quark. Man, look, Armin Shimmerman played the first Ferengi. All right, I think it was the last outpost from the Next Generation. He played a Ferengi like twice. Okay, he played the face that was the Beta Z sent Counselor Troy in that on a transporter, that little gift case. That was him right there, and he's played a couple of other characters as well. The next one is Patricia Tallman. Now I have Patricia Tallman in here, although she's only played three actual characters in Star Trek. You guys will know her as Lita Alexander from Babylon 5. But let me tell you what she's done, man. She has been a transporter chief. She's been a security chief. She has done stunt work for Terry Farrell for Jadzia Dax. She's done stunt work for Kira Nerys. She's done stunt work for Dr. Beverly Crusher. So she's been through everywhere. She has a lot of uncredited roles in Star Trek, but she has been through Star Trek prolifically, right? Patricia Tallman, and is such a beautiful woman. Look, let me tell you something. Anyway, you have next Mr. J.G. Hertzler. Now, man, look, J.G. Hertzler has played six people. Okay, he's played in Deep Space Nine, Enterprise, and Voyager. You guys will know him as General Martok. All right, man. Let me find my list of just some of the people that J.G. Hertzler has played. Okay, J.G. Hertzler has played General Martok. He's been a Vulcan captain in Deep Space Nine episode Emissary. He was Laz. Did you know that? He was Laz, the shapeshifter that came across Odo in space, and he came on a Deep Space Nine station and turned into the mist that I didn't even know shapeshifters could do. But he was Laz. All right. He's been two Klingons from the Enterprise show. He's been a Hirogen. He's been Roy Rittenhouse as himself, Roy Rittenhouse in a Deep Space Nine episode. Man, he's been everywhere throughout Star Trek. All right, so that's the great J.G. Hertzler. All right, number three. Now at number two, we're gonna have Jeffrey Combs. Look, I've been a fan of Jeffrey Combs ever since the Reanimator series. So look, if you haven't checked out the Reanimator, the movie Reanimator from, man, it's got to be the 80s, but I suggest you take it out. I mean, check it out. It is a great movie, man, and that's when I became a fan of the great Jeffrey Combs from the Reanimator series. Now, Jeffrey Combs has played everybody who was not a major actor in Star Trek. Just kind of no lie, man. He has played Wei Yun, man. Look. Let me just get my list. Because y'all ain't gonna believe me. You guys are not gonna believe me. All right. Wei Yun, I mean, Jeffrey Combs has played Tyrion from Deep Space Nine, man. Kevin McCauley as the officer. He has played Pink in Voyager, Krim in Enterprise. He was that hollow dude guy that was trying to get to buy that holodeck program of Kieran Reese so that he could use it in a holodeck from Quark. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Use it. I think I would have got Dax though. But all right, he's been Brunt. All right, Liquidator Brunt. Yep, that's him. Of course, Wei Yun, and of course, Shran, the Andorian from Enterprise. He's been everybody. Okay, so but he's only at number two. He's only at number two, man. So I know y'all wondering who in the world has played more people than Jeffrey Combs in Star Trek. Who would be number one, man? Who's played more than 8 people in the Star Trek canon? And I'm going to tell you, man, that dude is called Vaughn Armstrong. Look, Vaughn Armstrong, I knew he played at least 10 characters in Star Trek. But according to the internet, he has played 12. All right. So, man, like, let me tell you some of the people that Vaughn Armstrong has played, man. You guys will know him as Admiral Forrest from Enterprise, man. He's played Admiral. Look. Let me just hold on. Have a great morning. Look, let me tell you. He has played Chorus. He has played Gul Dunar, Sesko, Telek Ramor. He played 2 of 9. Do you remember? Of course, you got 7 of 9, Jerry Ryan. But he was 2 of 9. All right. So you got 7 of 9, and you got 2 of 9. All right. You got the Vidian captain. He played. He played an Alpha Herogen. He played Karoth. He played Admiral Forrest, of course. He played Christison Captain, which I didn't know, and Captain Maxwell Forrest. Okay. So he has played. He's been everywhere in Star Trek. If it's a race, or whatever, all right, then Vince Armstrong he's done it. He's done his thing. I mean, I'm sorry, Vaughn Armstrong has done his thing. So, sorry I couldn't have any pictures on it, but pictures up and show you who these guys is. But I was just wanted to do just a real quick video because it was something I was thinking of, and of course this is a bootleg. I encourage you guys to look up some of these people and see who they are. And I bet you guys be like, oh man, that's him. I didn't know that was him. But just to recap of the top 10 most prolific people in Star Trek. All right, we got Diana Muldaur, we got Mark Leonard at number 9, Tony Todd at number 8, Tim Russ at 7, Major Barrett at 6, Armin Shimmerman at 5, Patricia Tallman at 4, J.G. Herschler at 3, Jeffrey Combs at 2, and Vaughn Armstrong at 1. Now, let me bring in some honorable mentions in this, man. You got David Warner, who's played 3 people in Star Trek. You'll know him as Chancellor Gorkin. Gul Mardek, who interrogated Captain Picard. There are 4 lights. All right, I'm going to have to do a video on the episode one day. St. John Talbot, from Star Trek 5. All right, you have Ethan Phillips. He's played in Voyager, Star Trek, The Next Generation, and Enterprise. Ethan Phillips Neelix, of course. So I encourage you guys to look up these people, man, and familiarize yourself with the work that they've done in Star Trek. And you never know, some of these people, some actors may have played multiple of the favorite characters that some of you guys have. Like for me, Shran and Wei Yun, nobody could get a little bit better than them, man. And they played by Jeffrey Combs. Of course, I already do that though. But anyway, please subscribe if you haven't. Ring the bell for new content. And as always, peace, recycle, and save the whales. You guys be cool.